And the thing is that, why can't he be himself without being judged? I laughed a bit, and I was like, that's kind of stupid, but wait, that is actually right. Peer pressure from dead people, right? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Season 1, Episode 8. Remember, we are discussing at the moment Taiwanese drama. What we do here at Lights, Camera, Whatever, we're discussing the psychology of life and love through Taiwanese film and drama. And we're going to jump into the drama. Now, we're going to talk about the episode 8. It's called Head of the Family. Head of the Family. Now, we're going to go through the description. A pandemic forces a couple to swap. You can't say swap. You gotta. A pandemic forces a couple to swap their traditional home duties until a family member with old-fashioned views shows up at their door. Now, I saw an Instagram video, and I'm kind of scrolling through sometimes. I do it sometimes, especially waiting to go into the gym in the morning. I have a couple minutes. The video had a woman, and her son said, "Why are we following these traditions, these peer pressure from dead people?" I laughed a bit, and I was like, that's kind of stupid, but wait, that is actually right. Peer pressure from dead people, right? We're basically continuing the rules that were created from people a long time ago, maybe long, that created the rules for us today. Of how we're supposed to be in our life, how we're supposed to go through life. And they created these rules maybe hundreds of years ago, but today is a different day. 150 years ago, women were not driving cars, right? Women were not CEOs of companies, running organizations, being beautiful and powerful in their own way, having their own platforms, right? This is a totally different generation. This is a different day, people, right? Peer pressure from dead people. Do we have to continue the same traditions just because that was a rule? That's it? Because it was a certain way, we just got to follow it, right? Guys, we got to change the mindset. We have to change the mindset. When times change, people change. When times change, people change. Life, human beings, Homo sapiens, us watching this, because I don't think any monkeys or tigers watching this video. If you are, rawr, right? Thank you for watching Tiger. Life of Pi Tiger. That's a great movie. Peer pressure from dead people. It's really because we keep following the rules that were created when we weren't even here. But these rules are literally dictating every single move that we have, right? The man is supposed to work, and the woman stays home and cook. Even I say that, I have like these chills in my body because there's so many successful, powerful women in the world who are not at home cooking. They were out there changing the world, doing their thing, right? Now, why can't I be myself? So we're just going to, I don't want to spoil. But maybe in the show, I don't want to spoil, the guy wants to be at home, right? Now, I go to a coffee shop called Yokoso Coffee, right? In Mingsheng Shechu. I go in there, drink my coffee, right? A guy comes in, and I think every 2-3 times I go here, the guy comes in with the baby, right? Feeding the baby, and he looks satisfied. The other word, my favorite word, he looks content. Playing with the baby, laughing with the baby, doing his thing. But the peer pressure from dead people are looking like, what are you doing, bro? Go to work. Let the woman do that. This is wrong. If he wants to take care of the baby, if he wants to, he's probably an amazing cook. Please cook me an omelet. Thank you. But that's the thing, right? He's doing his thing. Every 2-3 times I go to this coffee shop, he's with the baby in the morning. I get my coffee, I bike to work, right? And he's doing what he wants to. He doesn't look bothered. He's not annoyed. He comes into the coffee shop smiling. Good morning. I say, good morning. Zao, that means good morning in Chinese. And the thing is that, why can't he be himself without being judged? I have several clients where their husband is a stay-at-home dad. And they have their side projects. They deal with the kids. They pick up the kids. The wife is working. making money. Maybe he has some investing and done. Maybe he has a little money himself. Maybe he doesn't need to work, but does it matter if he wants to work? If he wants to stay at home, he can stay at home. That's the thing. Why? That's the second question. Why can't I be myself? If I want to be at home, taking care of my kids that I had with my wife, then I'm single. Don't get any misunderstanding. But if I wanted to stay home and take care of them and be with them, pick them up from school, be part of their lives, why not? Will you judge me for that? Ray, you don't work. Your wife's the money maker. She's the provider, and you just stay at home with kids all day. What's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with me. If I was in that situation, nothing wrong with me, right? Why can I be myself? Why? I want you guys to ask the question. Now, we're not trying to spoil it, but these are some key points you got to ask yourself. Why can't the man stay at home? If he wants to. And even if it's a situation where he can't find a job, you're not less of a man to stay at home with your kids. You are out of a job. You are unemployed right now. Your woman is making money. You should be happy she's making money. Otherwise, if you both were unemployed, that's why I say, God, this is just for me. I'm not judging. I like women who are independent. I like women who are go-getters, right? Go-getter. I don't know how to translate that to Chinese, but go-getter means she goes and gets what she needs to get. And that's what she wants to do. She's a go-getter. I like girls I don't need someone staying at home if they don't want to stay at home. If you have a passion to work and to interact and to socialize, to build your career, to be professional, by all means, yes. Staying at home is dangerous. But if you want to stay at home, that is your choice. That is your choice as a man, right? Now, the woman of the house, that goes into the third point, the woman of the house. Guys, even the sound of that, let that resonate. She's the woman of the house. Okay, let that echo. Woman of the house, woman of the house. How does that sound? The woman of the house. Okay, there's no echo. That's fake. How does that sound to you? The woman of the house. You're probably looking like, yeah, it's a little bit different, but it is. And it's okay to be different. It's okay to be the woman of the house. If you are a woman listening to this right now, and your man is a stay-at-home dad, right? Now, if there's no kids, that's another conversation. But if he's a stay-at-home dad, it's okay. If you guys can work out that relationship and you are okay with it, but then it comes to the question of being a man, right? This is an interesting question. It comes to the conversation of, are you less a man because you're not going out and earning the money and you're waiting for the paycheck from the woman? And if you feel less of a man, then something's wrong. You should be happy that your woman is going out to work. Now, I gotta add this point. This is a key point. Just because you're at home doesn't mean you need to be boring. You still can learn things. You still can create conversation. Your answer when your wife or your woman gets home does not to be, oh, same old, just cleaning. You could be watching something, learning something, so that when the moment that your kids are able to go to school by themselves, you are ready to go. You're ready to get out there into that work world and do your thing. That doesn't mean you have to sit here all the time and just be a dad. Stay-at-home dad doesn't mean just be a dad. You could still have your interest and do your things. You could still have your hobbies. Allocate your time, make a time arrangements with your partner, make it happen. It doesn't mean, stay-at-home dad doesn't mean a super boring man sitting on my couch all day waiting for me to get home. If you really want to cook for your woman, why not? If you really want to prepare the house and have it clean, why not? Of course, there has to be a provider. It could be man or woman, but there has to be a provider. If it's the woman, then that's the situation. That is exactly the situation. I'm not trying to spoil the show, but these are some of the elements of the episode 8 that are highlighted. These are some of the elements of the show, right, that are highlighted. And this is season 1, episode 8. The name of the show is called Head of the Family. Now, I'm in Asia, right? I'm here. I'm working here. My company's here. This is a whole different conversation about the man being at home. Now, in the States, it does happen, but it's just not that common, but it does exist. But in Taiwan, it's a little bit more rare, right? Because this is an Asian society, right? The man, it's a different world, right? So I think for the man to be at home, cooking, cleaning all day, changing diapers, taking them to the park, taking them to the school, picking them up. Even I'm saying this, you're probably like turning your face right now like, it sounds kind of bad. That's wrong. If that's the arrangement of your family, that's the arrangement of your family. And you need to respect that arrangement. Guys, we have to have some way to stop letting other people's opinions, letting other people's that very ugly word, expectations. I hate this word. Letting people's expectations dictate how you're supposed to be and dictates the meaning of success. This is dangerous. Because society and the peer pressure from the dead people that we talked about has said a man needs to be at work, the world is different. The world is completely different because of that, right? But actually, men could also be good stay-at-home dads. Now, let me throw out another question is, if your wife is making $500K a year, USD, now we're changing the conversation. So basically, you have the reaction because there's a couple extra digits in the salary check. So your woman's making $500K a year. Why do I need to work? That's a different conversation. Now, if you're a fully capable man, okay, guys, let's get down and dirty here. This is another conversation, right? Some women, they want the man to be at home because they have enough money. They just want love. This exists. They just want to be taken care of in whatever way, and they just want a man at home to be there. And the man doesn't need to work, and they make enough money to take care of both of you, and they're not expecting you to make a lot of money. Some women just want love. And if your love is pure and you're taking care of a woman, they're happy with you being at home. This is a situation where you don't have kids in this situation. This is an environment where there's no kids. It's just a man and a woman, but the man is at home. Maybe a young, handsome man, right? Taking care of a woman with love. That's okay. That's a different situation. The woman is making $500K, $1 million a year. Okay, maybe the man doesn't have to work. But if it's like a decent salary and the man is at home, not working, maybe there could be some encouragement to go out there and find something like a job. I don't know, the Walmart or something, or a flower shop, but to do something, not just sit at home and wait and wait and wait. But if there's kids in the situation, that's a different conversation. You're a stay-at-home dad, which is not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. Now, the third question here, mom, step back, please. This goes back to the other episode we discussed, right? Like the parents getting involved, saying like, hey, you're the mom. Like, especially if it's a woman who has a daughter and the mom is like, hey, you're supposed to be at home cooking. You're supposed to be here changing diapers. Sorry for the parents-in-law that are watching this in Taiwan. I'm sorry, this does not have to be the case. Women have evolved. Women can be successful. Women can work. Women can earn money. Mom, step back, please. ? Because it's sometimes this annoying nagging of following the peer pressure from dead people. This is the problem, guys. It's peer pressure from dead people, seriously, because they grew up. It's okay for you to be traditional. If you're a parent-in-law watching this, I'm glad that you're traditional. Protect your traditions, keep them. But 2023 and moving forward, it's a different day. It's a totally different day. You got girls right now, like literally not leaving home, still making millions of dollars because of social media, right? You got women doing all types of wonderful things and wonderful jobs in the world. They're still generating revenue and income. Is that bad? Or do they still need to give up everything and just stay at home just because? So this is a question you got to ask yourself, right? Mom, can you step back, please? Because the traditions have changed. Traditions are no longer traditions. Traditions are in the dirt, in the past, with the peer pressure from the dead people, right? We have to learn how to modernize the way we think. Times have changed, but we don't change our thinking. Societal mindset has not changed at all, right? We're still expecting women to stay at home, right? But it kind of makes it different because some women are like willing to stay at home because of, the man's certain bank account. I understand, but that's not the case. I think women, if you're strong, if you're powerful, if you're unique, and you are beautifully unique in your own way, distinctive way, you should go out there and change the world. You should show the world who you are. Show them you're not just another human. Don't do that. If you have talent, if you have a voice, please utilize it. Go out there and make change. But just sitting around waiting for the prince, the white prince, the black prince, or whatever, that's not right for you. You're actually disrespecting yourself, waiting for someone to come and to raise you and to take care of you with money. This is a disaster because let me tell you, it might be a beautiful amount of zeros in the bank account, but there's nothing more beautiful than a man actually, genuinely, enthusiastically loving you because of who you are and not because of the looks, right? That's a whole different conversation. So the last one, is society capable of change? I don't think so. But I also do think, who cares? Sorry to laugh at it, but literally, who cares, right? If this is who you are, if this is the system that you have created, if you're a woman working and your man is at home, that is what's going on. That is what's happening. That is the reality. There's nothing else to discuss. Is society capable of change? Guys, lights, camera, whatever, who cares? Right? That's why I call it the whatever. We got to jump into the whatever side. That's why I call it not lights, camera, action, lights, camera, whatever. Because it's time for change, right? This show is called, the episode 8 is called The Head of the Family, right? So let me do a recap. You got peer pressure from dead people. They don't exist anymore, but we still got to follow the rules. Come on, right? Why can't I be myself? Maybe I'm an amazing cook. And if you're a guy out there at home and you're really good at cooking, please, I'm on the way. I want an omelet with cheese. I want pancakes. I want strawberries. And what else? I want a waffle. I'm on the way. Now, the sound, the resonance, the echo, woman of the house. Does that bother you? If that bothers you, something's wrong. Next, we got mom, step back, please. Please step back. Please just shh. I know you and your parents and parents live this way, but 2023, by the way, 2024 is right around the corner. It's 2 blinks away. Times have changed. And the last one, is society capable of change? My friends out there listening to the lights, camera, whatever, who cares? Who cares? Be yourself all the time. Please be yourself. Be who you are. Thank you guys for watching Lights, Camera, Whatever. My name is Rei, and I got to say it again. Be yourself. See you next time.